We are live. Firebot is on because I didn't forget to turn it on. And we're playing what I believe is a horror game. I know its sequel's a horror game, so I imagine the prequel's a horror game. That's my assumption, but I feel like it's a safe assumption. Which means that without further ado, it is time. Okay, it said that my controller would work, but... Hydrate, you're right. Oh, wow, that's the resolution they put? Jesus Christ. Okay, the controller is working. Let's go. I have no idea what this game is about, by the way. Oh, hello. You just dropped. Huh. Tell me, are you going up or down? You'll have to make up your mind by the end. Even the oily of us have to. So don't flatter yourself with your choice, huh? Where am I going? Don't worry about that. So which is it? Up or down? Alright, chat. First decision of the playthrough. Are we going up or down? Up or down? Up or down? Give me a real answer. Up or down? Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Down it is. Are you sure? By the machine. Wow, that was speech. By the way, the machine can't talk to you. So you shouldn't talk to it. Haha. That's an interesting thing to tell us. What in the fuck is going on in this game? Up, up, up! You look like a smart guy. You also know the way is one way. And that way is up, and ain't no two ways about it. I've always known it was up. I never asked. I never changed. Never lied. Let me hear you sing it. I like to hear it. Where are you going? Well, we're going down. What you say? Come again? Wonder what will happen to you. Will it hurt? Will it stop? Oh, well. This game is so weird. What fortune that we should meet. Do not be foiled by that one. He is lost, like so many are. We can only portray them. I see you are not of my throne of inspiration. It clung to me suddenly one day, much like all my ideas do, complete and undetainable. Complete and undetainable. No. Take it in as much as you like. It is a confirmation of my most oily brain. What the fuck is with the oily? Do tell, what blind groping has brought you to your choice? Be forewarned, I did a lot of thinking to know which is indeed the correct way. All answers come to me very quickly, such is my burden. What the fuck? Would you like to know? It might change your entire word, foo. Is it down? Yes, this I know for sure. But how, I hear you ask? Let me explain. No. My ear itches, one sec. It's simply too complex for you to fathom. My methods are beyond simple minds. As he is using the wrong words. I have never ever thought of a single reason to question myself. Can you believe it? Sure. No, you cannot. I am elated to have saved you from making a further embarrassment of yourself. Just think of me as your guide, mentor, and sage. You're welcome. Okay. I am so genuinely confused. Ah. Oh, hello. The way's over there. That's awfully fleshy. And we're awfully fishy. Hmm. It's like we're going down an esophagus. Behold, what did we do to deserve bearing witness to such glory? It must mean something. But what? What is it trying to say? No. I've groped through my noggin. I've eyed every detail. I don't understand the message. There must be a way out of this creature's stomach. The answer is here. It looks down upon us. What is it revealing? Yes. Yes, I see it. Can you see it? It has to be. Behold. Behold. It swallowed us down, so we must keep going down. First, I must get inside. I must be cleansed. My brain went really stupid on that word. Must be cleansed by this untainted substance. Join me. Wash with me in this purity. It's okay. I guess this is a horror game? Oh, did we find some actual gameplay? Oh, please help me. It's embarrassing, but I thought I had found the gills of this creature that swallowed us. So I figured I'd wriggle my way out through them. They really are. Who would have thought that they were not gills? If it's not too much of a bother, could you unstuck me? Thank you ever so much for your kindness. Oh, wait, hold on. This is important. Whatever you do, just make sure not to touch the round, red, glowing thing over there, okay? Thanks. Ooh, what a relief. I thought I might be stuck here forever. Sorry, my friend. But what are you doing? Don't touch that. Somebody help me. Help! Ah! This is weird. Oh. Oh, I hate that sound. They thought it was gills and tried to get out through the gills. Is how it sounded like, but I have no real idea. Is it possible to up the brightness at all? No. Okay. What the fu- Oops. I pushed B thinking it would close the menu, but apparently that counts as a select button. So I accidentally closed the game. That sucks. That sucks. That's so dumb. That's what I get for assuming that game design made sense and followed common practices. Luckily, we made that mistake early on instead of later on. Because that would have really sucked if it were further to travel to get back where we were. Still stupid thing to happen. I don't feel like that's normal game design though, so I feel like I'm justified in thinking that's weird. Also, I just want to point out you don't make fish. I feel like it's pretty obvious, but you don't make fish. Fish just happens to be a thing. Because I was just like, oh, this game's really dark. I wonder if there's a way to change that. For, like, viewing pleasure as well as playing ability. Huh. Ah. What the fuck is this? What fortune that you dropped into this most productive of places. Him? Why, me and my friendo here go way back. I ate his tongue and we've been co-workers ever since. I'll bet you we have a lot of learnings we can share. I always say you have to get passionate about something. Me? I'm passionate about friendship. I want to be there for people as much as possible. It's like my buddy here always says, teamwork is the soul of success. I think that's beautiful. Now, well, by golly, I've been struck by the most brilliant ideas. Would you mind if I incentivize you with little musical stylings of my own creation? My friendo does so enjoy a little show tune here and there. Alrighty then, hold on to your gills. Here's the... What the... What? What? What the fuck? Okay. Thank you? Well then, do we think that's gonna happen again in a different way, but random music video's gonna happen again? There's something weird going on. I caught the message. Don't worry if you think you see meat moving. Which, that raises a lot of flags. As somebody who has watched a fair bit of horror movies, that is. Huh. I am so confused. I don't like this. Why do you deserve it? Will you be able to live with it? Try and try and try and try and try again. Those double action hinges have always been there, just for you, right? You'll come back. Everyone does. Weak. Or you'll go looking one way or another, right? Agreed. Weak. I hate him. I hate him. Yeah. Oh my god. Them turning on the light should not have startled me that much. It is time. Choose. Well, we're gonna stick with down. I see. Do you understand yet? This privilege of choice has been given to the worthless critter like you. That is the gift, not the outcome. Did the uncertainty scare you? Does it scare you more to know there is no choice for you at all? Then all of this world have been for nothing. But wouldn't it feel better? Don't flatter yourself. I'll tell you a secret. You've already made your choice. This is not about making a decision. This is a test of conviction. Okay, so conviction is up apparently. Have you strayed from your path? Have you been honest and true to your truth, even to others? Did you believe me just now? I'm just a fish in an imposing room. Good enough, right? I am. Fair. I only buy one style of socks. This is really it, huh? I'll level if you ain't real sure I can do this. Did you run into that smart-talking fella earlier? He sure did seem to know what he was talking about. Oh, excuse me. Here I've been always thinking I'm the biggest thing in the water. Look at me now. Big old boy shivering like a scramp? Scramp out in the blue. Huh. Anyway, I thought keeping track of how many fish went in either direction could help. Not sure it did at all, let me tell ya. Reckon you want to hear how many have gone through this way. You sure? Might be best to just follow your gut with this point. Alrighty, by my count, 199 fish have gone up and 474 have gone down. Huh. What does that mean? We're sticking to the plan and we're going to be going down. You know, I always hated hearing. Don't worry, a lot of people are going through the same thing. You're not alone. There's this selfish barbed wire inside my chest that coils up at that. No, my pain is more tragic, grander, deeper, if only you knew. That's not true, of course. I hate talking about it. Because I hate people who talk about it. And that's not very nice. That's not okay. That's not how you can be about all this. It's not romantic, but at least it's true. Don't worry. Oh, well, I don't know why I'm yawning. I had a nap before stream. Don't worry. A lot of people are going through the same thing. And that just makes it the best USP yet. Thanks for playing. What? Can anything beat home cooking straight off the conveyor belt? These fish are so fresh they might just give you a little wink and jump right off the plate into your mouth. Ain't no mill that can't be kicked into high gear with addition of nature's own flavor torpedoes. So indulge in the oiliest, saltiest sardines served every day by our ingeniously creative kitchen artists. Take pride in knowing you helped bring those little troopers to our plates, friends. That's not a flattery. That's a fact. What the fuck's going on? What is this? What is going on? I am... The last one and then another. Oh god, this isn't showing up on stream. Oh god, what do I do? There's a fish trapped in a popcorn kernel looking thing. Okay. Game capture work. Game capture work. Please. Game capture. Okay, screen capture it is. Okay. Oh my god, it's Katamari Damacy. Look at me, look at you. We've done it. We're special. Bigger. Shinier. And it can only get better. Your eyes will be my mouth. Your tongue will be my fins. More is more is more. Devour your smallness. Fill the void. We can't consume you yet, so... This is... Oh my god, it is. I mean, if we're being honest, PETA's kind of shit at trying to get people to actually do what it wants, so... Because they're just too in your face about it. If they're a little more... I don't know, careful with how they actually did messaging. They could actually get people to care, but... Yes, every part of you is part of me. That's... This is... Oh god. The light's moving. Oh, I hate this. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, hi! Hi, Curly. I know that's your name because I know a little bit about mouthwashing. But, Jesus Christ. It's easy to get on this boat when you have to. You say to yourself, this is just temporary. Just until I get what I need. Get bigger things planned. Then suddenly you're 1 year in, 5 years, 10. First, I couldn't stand the constant noise. Now, I can't sleep without it. A lot of things can't follow you out here. But it also means the outside world moves on without you. Won't even notice until it's too late. Easy to get on, hard to leave. Thank you, Curly. By the way, we're gonna have to consume Curly, which I am sure is gonna be disgusting. This game is not for people who are squeamish, that's what I'll tell you. Because I'm not exceptionally squeamish, and I'm still kind of... Ooh. I also don't like... this game's really fleshy and gross. Why are there balloons? Why are there balloons? What the fuck is going on? Yeah, I don't done nothing. Yeah, mine. Fine. Yep. Yeah, I'm having such a great time. Goody, goody. Who knew this? Who are you, I is shy. I got the shiny on the inside. Nothing can compare. Bruh. Come with you? I don't need to get big. Look at me, the biggest. You ain't got shine like I do. You are a fan. You'll just pretend. Bruh. There's happiness all mine. No, I'm the biggest. I should be you. Okay, okay, let's look at this cake real quick. That's not cake, that's flesh, right? A meat cake? Yep, that's a meat cake. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Cool. Oh god, I can't see shit. Well, that was gross. Something tells me this is gonna be really gross. If you're squeamish, now's a great time to tab out. Okay. There's a hook. Curly, I'm very confused. Do you want to hear a joke? 3 men are in the hospital. The first man cries, I lost both my hands. They told me I'll never work again. The second man wails, I lost both my legs. They told me I'll never work again. Third man. He rejoices. I lost my hearing. They'll never be able to tell me I'm fired again. Good one, huh? I'm very confused. Okay. Has this area changed or is it still the same? Okay, that area didn't change. This area, I guess we're done with. All I know is that we're not able to consume Curly yet. Ugh. Um... Okay. How's everybody holding up in this, very gross game? Ugh. What is all... So this is mouthwash, which I'm sure is something that we learn about in mouthwashing. I want to go back. Oh, why'd I have to come here? We belong in that other place. I want to go up or down. Wait, no, or was it left or right? I was stupid to think it could be different. Sure, it was scary, but now I'm all alone. Look at you. Take me back there. I can help. I can see perfectly clearly. Nothing can touch us if we're together. You're just like me. Take me with you. This. Ooh, everything is goes round and round again. God, the sound design in this game is... Sure is something, isn't it? Uh-oh. We're not moving. Come on. Move a little bit more. Come on. Okay, so that's not the exit. So we have to find the exit. Problem is, I don't know where the exit is. Well, we can't get over there, so that can't be it. Maybe it is this way, and we just have to not lose momentum. Oh yeah, you just need to not lose momentum. Oh, okay. Cool, that was pleasant. Next comes spite. First it stares back at you in the mirror. Then it's those around you. They're wearing your face and you theirs. You know, he joined because of me. What were the words I used? Ah, right. It's a great opportunity. Easy money, just a trip or two. Someone else's words in my mouth. Hey, worked on me as well, right? Change hurts, but worse things fester for a long time. Told him as much. I tried, I really did. We're defined by our past, but not slaves to it. We said tomorrow will be different. Today would be the last day, the last one. The last one, and then another, and another, and another, and another. Oh god, it's just gonna be his eye, isn't it? There should be a knife somewhere. Take a look around. Can't help but wonder, what was my past in all of this? Oops, I've arrived. I'm afraid you weren't supposed to see all that. So never mind it, don't give it a thought, not a one. Hey now, I got something that'll really flap your fins, partner. Wishlister Plain Mouthwashing on Steam. It's available now. It'll be a swell time all around. Other games aren't worth your time. I know that it's, if nothing else. I look out for you, my buddy, my pal. Same as always. Tell everyone. You see, not wishlisting or playing mouthwashing is a clear sign of weak character and demonstrates a lack of initiative to succeed. Alrighty now, don't let me catch you without even a wish list. Not doing so would practically be a crime. See what I'm saying? I'd hate to see my friendo here get angry with you. Oh boy, does it rile him up something fierce. Oh god, good luck with that. Splendid. Knew I could count on you. Only good times ahead. Well, that was a lot shorter than I anticipated, I'm gonna be honest. Huh. I feel like a lot of the questions I have will be answered by oh, that makes sense. But I think we're gonna learn that Curly has been infected with something when we do play it. Ow, my elbow. That wouldn't be surprising. Huh. Damn. If I would have realized how short this was, that would have actually been the perfect game to play before Panel Punks tomorrow. For stream. Damn. I should have looked up the how long to beat, like I tend to do. Oops. Well, hindsight is 20/20, as they say. Yeah. I just expected it to be a little bit longer. I was surprised at how short it was. Um... So, what are the thoughts on the game we just played? Because my thoughts are, what the fuck? There's clearly some metaphor bullshit going on in the game. It definitely has a message of some kind. That is fair. I also feel that way. I'd say we could play mouthwashing now, but I promised to let Skylar know when I was going to play it, so it's not going to be played for a bit. Because my plans have shifted drastically because Silent Hill 2 can't run on my PC, damn it. I wonder if... Well, no, because it's an had an advertisement for mouthwashing at the end of the game, so I think they intend for people to play it first. I've also learned that everyone at work seems to have no cold tolerance. And then there's fucking me, who's in like shorts and a t-shirt throughout the whole day being like, this is good, this is comfy. It's a little hot at times, but it's fine. So, you know, there's a little factoid about me. I handle the cold really well. So, I continue with the joke that I am hot-blooded, because clearly, I am. I mean, admittedly, I don't live in the coldest of states, because it's a fucking desert. But we have snow on the ground now, so it's at least below freezing, which is great. For me. Big fan of the cold. Big fan of cold. It's part of the reason my friends are trying to convince me to somehow move out to Minnesota. where it is like freezing cold right now. Minnesota temperature. Oh, wow, that's funny. Minnesota today is topping out at 3 degrees Fahrenheit. For those who are Celsius people, it is currently negative 15 degrees in Minnesota. Which, you know, that's fun. Minnesota. Oh. 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 Oh, watch yourself. I wish I had a better Minnesota accent. It's very funny to me. But I just don't really have one. I don't really know if I have much of an accent in general. I mean, Jazz for the longest time thought I was British. I guess that counts as something. I guess that is because whenever I get into my more laid-back, relaxed voice, I do take on a little bit of that British drawl, but I don't think it's an intentional thing. I'm not trying to sound like I'm from England or some shit. I'm just speaking, talking. The fact that I say talking, speaking, should say a lot about where my accent originates. Because a lot of places don't do in, they do ing. Like running instead of running. Also the fact that I liberally use y'all. Because y'all are cringe sometimes in chats. I'm cringe sometimes. I've said some truly cursed shit before. I've said a lot of cursed shit, in fact. Let's just see what's on Tier Maker. Guess that's the site. See if there's anything interesting. Maybe we'll do some of those. This might be a 2-hour stream max because... I don't know, because that's just the way things are right now. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Categories. Let's go. Just listening to generic boss music is what it feels like. Sanic. And it's immediately followed up by chilled Pokemon music. These lists are kind of shit, I'm gonna be honest. Maybe that one will be good. Okay, excuse me. Ultimate Sonic.exe Horror Brew Creepypasta. 240. Excuse me? Is anybody in chat versed on the Sonic.exe universe? Because apparently it's bigger than I realized. Looking at it, I'm even more confused because it's a lot of just creepily drawn Sonics. A few Knuckles, a few Shadows. I think Shadow. An Amy or two. Looks like I've seen one Eggman in here. What the fuck? I'm not doing this tier list because I have no context, but Sonic.exe universe. It's called the Nightmare Universe. What the fuck? I can't believe I'm looking up a Sonic.exe wiki. No, we did not. Oh god. What the hell? Okay, so I'm on the Sonic.exe wiki. You have official EXE, classic, in-game, large page, controversial. What the fuck? The original created in 11. What the fuck? What the I'm so confused. What? I don't... Oh my god. Okay. Alright, is everybody ready for a tale of creepypasta nature? Cause, oh boy, the wiki has quite a lot of a story here. And I imagine it being on a wiki means it's going to be written pretty poorly. I was looking at tier lists. I looked at Sonic ones, and I saw there were 240 characters in Sonic.exe. So I was like, okay, what the fuck? And now we're here. In mid-2011, the creature that would soon become Sonic.exe was born within the void between dimensions. It is unclear how he came to be, but according to JC the Hyena, the creator, the creature was born within a cataclysm brought on by multiple forms of primordial energy accidentally ramming into each other all at once, after said energy was trying to assemble itself in a creative manner. These ingredients created a sentient mass of dark matter, a creature made purely of primordial energy. Oh my god, this is already so much. That's so much information. That's absurd in the first fucking paragraph. Yeah, this is... I mean, it's a creepypasta, so I'm not surprised. You know, the little brother to SCP. After X was born, he explored the recesses of subspace, floating in the darkness as a giant blob of pure, dark energy with 2 red eyes. Suddenly, X discovered a dimensional window that revealed planet Earth and all that it contains. It is here that X learned about humans and Sonic the Hedgehog, and right then and there he was utterly fascinated by both, mostly by Sonic, who he was smitten with. Okay. Intergalactic being of death and destruction? Sonic fan. Got it. X then copied Sonic's very image and formed a suitable body that would house all his energy, a body that all in the universe would remember. After he created his body, his eyes experienced great pain and started to bleed, a distinguishable birthmark. X was seemingly unshaken by the pain his eyes felt, instead laughed, his very first laughter echoing through the void. A testimonial example that X was born as something that can be considered pure evil. Oh my god. X decided that all the living creatures on Earth, namely the humans, were meant to be under his control. Oh my god, this is insane. That he was born to have all of humanity to himself and himself only, till the very end of time. He realized that in order to have his slaves, okay. Yeah, it sure does. He needed to have a place to keep them all in, a world where they, in his view, would live forever in harmony with him as their king, a world where he was a god. This is how he discovered his true power. Arnar. X can manipulate reality in any way he desires. With his reality warping powers, he was able to create his own dimension in a matter of hours. The way he created the layout of his world was by creating rooms in it, many of them being based off of the levels in the Sonic the Hedgehog video games. Example being Hill Act 1 being based off of Green Hill Zone from the first Sonic game, albeit in his own sinister style. Oh my god. After creating the basis of his world, X grew more egomaniacal about his powers. I plead the fifth because I wrote in first person. Unfortunately, I was also writing in books, like paper books, because I didn't have a computer. So that shit is lost to time, thankfully. Viewing his creativity as superior beyond all else, he was really eager to have humanity under his command, hoping to show them all how wonderful his newly built home looked. Unfortunately, X learned that he did not truly exist in the other universe, and thus was not able to access into the human world very easily. He was, however, able to channel some of his powers into it to find ultimate access into it. God, these sentences are also badly written. No idea. Hopefully. X used it. The fact that they chose the name X is so first fan fiction energy. X used his powers to find a way into a human world, found a suitable alternative through an unknown computer programmer. The programmer was highly skilled at what he did. In fact, according to JC, his skills were said to be near US government levels, and X believed him to be his ticket to glory. With his powers, X influenced the programmer to create a computer game that served as a temporary doorway between our world and X's. Gotta go fast. Oh my god, it's getting weird. It's getting weirder, airport. The final tool required to make such an object is a sample of X's own essence, so he could have full control over the system of the game within. X sent out a piece of his dark power to the human world, which arrived into a game in a manner similar to that of a meteorite. The newly made game disc survived the resulting explosion brought on by the shard of power, but the programmer was nowhere to be found, and thus presumed dead. The piece of X's power, according to JC, is said to have made a huge X-shaped crater when it landed. The cult of X, sometime after it was founded, believe X came into the world in a falling star. Okay. X began his soul collecting when the disc started getting handed down person to person. Every time a human inserted the disc and downloaded the game, X gained full access into that person's computer and in turn took total control over it as well. As the person plays the game, X uses his reality warping powers to show that person what's in his world due to the game being a gateway into it. Once the game is finished, X could channel more of his power into the human world to spy on the human who played it, such as sending a Sonic plush as a spy, or creating horrific illusions until the time to steal their soul came. That's a bad plan. According to JC, the reason X has to steal a person's soul so quickly is because X doesn't exist in the human world and therefore can't be in it too long. If X takes too long to steal someone's soul, the reality within the human world will force him back into his world and even destroy his body. Though JC stated that even if X's body got destroyed, the mark dark matter inside, it always survives. Did he? And thus X had to wait an hour to head back into the human world. Okay. An hour is so short for a cosmic being that apparently lives forever. Like, an hour is like a fucking sandwich break for X, I guess. The first time X captured a human was rather hasty. When he obtained their soul, he did it very poorly, resulting in the mouth, throat, and chest getting mutilated. Yet the body was still alive due to the loss of the soul causing merely a persistent vegetative state. As time went on, X captures became more and more careful and elaborate, to the point where X simply used his powers to pull the soul out rather than just using his hands, leaving the body unharmed yet still in a persistent vegetative state. Oh god. Each time X stole the soul, he always carved a number into the chest of the victim to keep track of each of his victims in order. How does it keep getting more insane? As the attacks continued over the years, news started to come in about them, and the police began to classify the case as oh my god. The Sonic.exe murders. The police were calling it the Sonic.exe murders. They somehow made the police seem more incompetent in this alternate universe. It's not exactly accurate to call them murders due to the bodies of the victims still being technically alive. Based on the evidence that the downloaded game called Sonic.exe in the computer of every single one of the victims. Oh my god, really? X was amused at how the police coined the name Sonic.exe and thus decided to call himself that. The Cult of X. At some time around the murders, a secret religious group that called itself the Cult of X was founded. The cult is fanatically loyal to X and view him as a god and holy savior. They believe he is to bring all of humanity out of the horrors of the real world and into paradise under his rule. Though it's hard to tell if all the members actually believe such a maniacal idea, or if they have different motives in serving X. The cult plays a huge role in X's campaign, being the very group that gets the game into the hands of potential victims. Right after a person's soul gets captured, the cult retrieves the game disc and has it ending up at a new place for it to be found, such as eBay, the black market, or even basic mail, and thus the cycle starts over. As a safety precaution, the cult has also had the game disc copied in case anything happened to the original one. Sounds like you need to go do a little bit of mouthwashing. The cult recently has been attempting to find newer ways to have X gain full access into the human world, but so far they haven't found a way yet. The oldest original pasta. Oh my god, my eye. Taking a moment to try and get my eye under control. Anyway. After 25 captures, X's disk that... misspeaking there. After 29 captures, X's disk then fell into the hands of a boy named Kyle in 2012. EXE managed to snag Kyle's soul very easily, despite Kyle's efforts to stop him. In a last-ditch effort to put an end to EXE's game, Kyle sent the disc to his friend Tom, believing the destruction of the disc would mean the destruction of X himself. This proved to be false in the sequel. Kyle warned Tom in a note to not play the game, but Tom dismissed Kyle's warning and played the game anyway, falling right into EXE's trap. EXE used his usual spin on Tom, but the monster found particular interest in Tom as well. Tom had a persistent curiosity and an obsessive desire to help others. And EXE found these traits of Tom's to be astounding entertaining. EXE tormented Tom by using the two traits against the boy, up until Tom was driven to suicide in an attempt to escape EXE. However, X still obtained Tom's toll and made him another slave. Jesus Christ. Round 2. Throughout the entire murder case, each murder had been investigated by Detective Derek Green and his sister, Chelsea. They better be private detectives, otherwise that makes no sense whatsoever. After Chelsea got captured by X, Derek was dropped out. Nope, he was a part of the detective bureau or whatever at a police precinct. Cool. Why the fuck was his sister helping him? That makes no sense. After Chelsea got captured by X, Derek was dropped out of the case for unknown reasons, but that didn't stop him from pursuing his sister's captor. As he secretly investigated each murder that EXE committed, Derek slowly became more and more paranoid to the point where he believes everyone is working for the cult. Through a mysterious contact named Cole, Derek discovered that the cult was behind the conspiracy and that Chelsea was trapped in X's world. Eventually, Derek got captured by the cult and confronted one of the cult leaders, Shannon Goldman. Yes, I am. Also, it's at least 2012 when this came out, because that's the year it takes place. Eventually, Shannon Goldman. Derek believed that by destroying the disc, which he did, would once and for all stop EXE from tormenting humanity. But Shannon proved his efforts pointless and revealed that the cult made multiple copies of the game disc in case anything happened to one of them. Shannon then summoned EXE, who then proceeded to steal Derek's soul. Oh my god, it gets even more insane. Oh my god, it gets even more insane. Three weeks later, after EXE stole Derek's soul, Derek's boss, Bob Richardson, received a message from Cole, who filled him in on what happened. Oh my god, these sentences are bad. To this day, the Cult of X has been passing down the name disc from person to person continuously, and EXE has been collecting more and more slaves. Oh my god. There's more. Either before EXE captured Tom or after, X decided to create 7 Guardians to both maintain order in X's world and help capture more souls in the human world. These 7 creatures all greatly resemble EXE in some manner, except were created through the combination of EXE's dark matter with human emotions. For example, Gakido is rage and Kofuku is happiness, and each one has a different personality according to the emotions that made them, and a different style on how to lure humans into EXE's world. There's so much. Okay, there's not much more before the trivia. It looks like the last of this thing is the 7 Guardians. Okay. Strap in, fellas and ladies, and those in between. Kirei is X's guardian of hatred. Created around the time of the events of the original creepypasta, Kirei is a cold, hollow being who holds little more than pure contempt and hatred for others around him. Being an extension of X himself, Kirei is the one who gathers his master's targets by exploiting the hatred burning within their hearts. Appearance. Don't be surprised if we get that as well in there. Well, I mean, they all just look like Sonic, but slightly different. Kirei is a short, but still taller than Sonic is, being that vaguely resembles a green hedgehog, with an olive green muzzle and a forest green mask that is present underneath his right eye. Oh, Mark, sorry, I misread that one. His eyes are a verdant green, and he is draped in a large, circular green cloak, which surrounds him like a bullet shell. Colored poised and presented... By the way, this is 2 sentences I've read so far. Color poised and presented around the back of his head, with threads that are in a green, X-like shape. Underneath his cloak, he is wearing a dark gown, which does down past his feet. That's the exact phrasing, with a vest which has a design which has a red X surrounding the emerald green lines around it. Jesus Christ. Personality. This is just weird. So, how Fish is made, I'd say, is scarier because I actually felt unnerved. This just makes me feel confused. Personality. While not much is directly known about Kirei, only having a few mentions in JC's works, Kirei is known to be the simplistic being, in terms that the only thing that he knows is hatred. He knows how it feels, he knows how it works, and overall seems to be able to only express it. That's fair. While this does seem rather flat, Kirei does seem to have hope that he can learn to not hate the ones within the cult of X. Additionally, he is often seen as cold, being a consequence for the massive hatred that fuels his heart, leading to him being rather apathetic due to hatred being a silent emotion. Alright, Keto just looks like Gold Sonic in a church robe. Keto is X's guardian of prayer. Created around the time of the events of the original creepypasta, Keto is a being who represents and thrives off the theistic fervor of the masses that in which he incites. Being an extension of X himself, Keto is one who gathers his master's targets by exploiting the need for religion's guidance for prayer. Appearance. Keto is a short but still taller than Sonic is, being that vaguely resembles a yellow hedgehog with a butter yellow muzzle with no visible deformities or imperfections. His eyes are a pale stale gray, and he is draped in a long-sleeved yellow with gray lining religious gown and a dark yellow cape, which reaches to his front, being connected with an insignia that resembles an X. He also wears a crown, really a papal mitre, with a yellow horn on top and a similar X insignia on the top. Oh my god, this is wild. Personality. While not much is directly known about Keto, only having a few mentions in JC's work, I have a feeling we're going to hear that sentence a lot. Keto is known to be a diligent being, in terms that the only thing that he knows is the power of religion and following the order of it. It seems to be connected to his very being. Judging by his innate connection to religion, and the fact that he does take his job as being a guardian of X rather seriously. It also appears he holds a view of himself as being high, judging by the crown that he wears on the top of his head. Jesus. Gakido is X's guardian of anger, creating around the time of the events of the original creepypasta. Gakido is a being who represents and thrives off the anger of people over the little and big things in life. Just say anger. Little and big things in life, that's just everything in life. Just say anger. Jesus Christ. Why do we have to be unnecessarily verbose with our description of this? Being an extension of X himself, Gakido is the one who gathers his master's targets by exploiting hidden rage inside all of mortals. Oh, here comes the appearance. Are you ready for this line again? Gakido is a short but still taller than Sonic is, being that vaguely resembles a red hedgehog. Seriously. His eyes are a deep red and black sclera. That's just spelt wrong. Scalpia. Nope, that's not the right pronunciation either, but I can tell you this word is spelt wrong. And he is in a gentleman's outfit, complete with gray undershirt, a red X-shaped tie, a red cardigan, a brown overcoat with a red satin inside, a pair of dark gray shorts, red cuffs against white gloves, with a red cape attached to the coat, and dark black shoes, which seem to resemble Sonic's, but with a different shape, white section with buttons on the side. He adorns a tall, dark red top hat with an X insignia on it and holds a golden cane. This is the Sonic.exe wiki, because I was made aware that there are over 240 characters. 240! So I had to figure this out, and it is absurd. And I'm not even scratching the surface, apparently, because what I have learned is there's the mainline canon, and there are thousands, or at least hundreds, of different canon versions, a different universe. This is like the Undertale fanfiction community levels. I have two. Long fanfiction doesn't surprise me, but it's just the fact that there are multiple universes with their own different versions of Sonic.exe is... Because, I mean, a lot of Sonic fanfiction, I get. A lot of Sonic fanfiction based off of the Sonic fanfiction is wild. Oh my god. So, here is a sentence that we will hear many times. While not much is directly known about Gakido, only having a few mentions in JC's works, Gakido is known to be a fiery aristocrat, one who hides his fiery hot temper, not much unlike his creators, anger behind a posh and gentlemanly facade. He seems to have a short fuse and is quite to provoke, despite the attempts to present professional and mature, holding an air of arrogance on top of it as well. I would have been bored by the second one. Oh my god, they are so goddamn awful. I have no idea. All I know is that this is absurd. Well, I don't know how you got filtered, but sorry. I don't control that part. Here's that sentence again. Kyofu is X's guardian of fear. Created around the time of the events of the original creepypasta, Kyofu is a being who represents and thrives off the primal emotion of fear and the terror that comes from it. That's fair. I feel like after this one, I'm not reading the other one. I'm just going to look at them and say my thoughts. Of the primal emotion of fear, Kyofu is one who gathers his master's targets by exploiting the deepest, darkest fears. Kyofu is a short, but still taller than Sonic is, being that vaguely resembles a purple hedgehog with a lavender muzzle with dark circles under his eyes. His eyes are deep purple and yellow scalia, which again is not how that's spelled. And he is in a torn cloth which has purple images of terrifying faces on it, spreading well past his leg close to his feet. And over this, he wears a large black duster overcoat with a necklace with the X insignia on it. He is almost always seen with his purple tongue hanging out and has a black wide-rimmed hat. Or hate. Nope, sorry, it doesn't say hat, it says hate. It means hat, but it says hate. Wide-rimmed hate with a purple band with another red X insignia on it. Personality. Kyofu is known to be dangerous, chaotic boogeyman come to life, holding an air of extreme cruelty and sadism, and would serve it to you with a smile. Finding that fear is an amazing thing to deal with, and proceeds to make his appearance and air around him the most clear. As such, he is clearly the most dangerous, and holds an air around him that makes him a menace. It's absurd. Okay, let's stretch. Yeah, you're right. I just want to say, Kyofu just looks like The Undertaker, but shitty. Then you have Kofuku, who just looks like a fucking jester, but for some reason they drew him without a shirt and abs. And instead of hands, he has paintbrushes. Aishu. Jesus Christ. Exactly. Aishu might be the only one I think the design is actually pretty good. Because it just looks like a teal colored hedgehog goth chick with like a robe on that just has some kind of marking on the lower part of their robe and just a bloody X over the chest area. That was actually a pretty decent design, I will say. Aishu, for anyone who wants to look her up. Him up, them up, it up. Yukubo just looks like somebody made their Organization 13 OC from Kingdom Hearts 2 into a Sonic OC. Xemnas looking fucker. So yeah. We'll talk a little bit more, but I'm going to run the ad so I can go pee, and then we'll raid. So, Go ahead, get up, stretch, use the bathroom, whatever it is you need to do after hearing me read all of this stupid Sonic.exe bullshit. Now we'll return shortly and we'll keep talking through the ads after I'm done peeing. unpleasant. I thought I only had to pee. I was wrong. And on top of that, said thing I had to do in the bathroom was not a pleasant, quick one like I tend to have. So, yeah, my body is rebelling against me more than usual. So let's catch up on chat. That would be a smart plan. And the reason I pulled an all-nighter in my life as a 12-year-old child was reading Son Amy Spot. Okay. Didn't proof check my work thoroughly enough and have to restart the upload to fix the error. Good it got caught, bad it got caught as late as it did. Rookie mistake, too. Found audio errors that are going to be fun to fix. That's very special, Airport. I am sure I have done similar things, though, so, yeah, no. That's what happened. Well, because I'm still going to have some physical issues I need to attend to for myself. I'm going to start the raid a little earlier than intended. I know I already said it was going to be 2 hours. It's like 5 minutes to 2 hours. That's fine. Because I need to take care of myself. Because, oh boy, am I physically not feeling great. But we'll raid Lily. They're just chatting at the moment, so no idea what they're going to do. Because they were going to do karaoke. Something's wrong with their throat. Or their voice. So. We'll just hang out there. Whatever it is she ends up doing. Yeah. And I will try and get my body to stop hurting from doing the thing that Airport said. Because, oh boy, does my body not feel pleasant right now. So I'm going to hit the raid now button a little early instead of waiting for the countdown.